What's up,
This place looks
people?
deserted. Guess all the
So
survivors
I'm
must have
planning
evacuated
to
already.
what do we call this?
All that's left here
Finish
are
my
signs
Archon
of
quest
devastation.
today. So no more
Could
Archon
Farina
quests.
really
I can
be
finally
here?
focus on world
Let's try
quests
to
and
find her as
such
soon as
and character
possible.
quests. Cause I don't know, I'm just fucking bored. Cause why not? Yeah, that's all we have to do today.
That's Farina, right over there.
Should I just give up? This is all. Meaning what was meant to happen did happen after all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but what can I even do? Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina. Farina.
What do you mean? Who did that? They even dare to tout their Archon! Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marsh to say Phantom are freaking out.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some rabbit. That's a
Farina just ran off. Quick, we have to catch up with her. This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here.
What is?
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose haste. No, I mean, I'm near.
Yep, that's.
What's happening?
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
It
So
can't be.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that.
Yeah, but the people of Poisson. It's true. I once had I've tried all kinds of but all my efforts, we cannot make an enemy of the give up, indeed. Fate is really, but just now, it all became, as long as the fine, don't worry. Well, that's enough for now. Don't take any.
Come on!
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone. A witness. And if to that... I...
damn, they trick Farina.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes now. Without further ado,
So, do not forget, however, that I am Focalor.
May I interpret these words? As your in that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a
You withdraw your blade. I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
I'm just gonna watch this. I'm not pressing anything.
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
What the heck is going on?
Wow, how utterly.
Lady Farina.
Shh! It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding.
Looking for excuse?
I raised my hands just now to indicate. I will admit, I'm sorry, everyone. You are not the only. But now, I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world this time. Applaud and rejoice. Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. The
Oh, now we're making history. Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic.
All right, then. Who will...
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that so? Also, please allow me to ask, Nazi, fine, just how much work...
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the
Navia,
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates. They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members. Waiting, the people's resentment against their Archon has been building as moreover, according to our understanding and analysis. So, we arranged for a second.
So, you mean...
and their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may personally participate in...
That's right.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Air was an Archon. My thanks, Farina. Without your Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
So, in other words...
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Chlorans, you gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, all so that as soon as I
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Chlorand, As for you, traveler, you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the... Oh? It's fine. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial.
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along. This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Oh, let Paimon see. Wait, then that... So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want... Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
You defeated the Hydro Archon. I didn't think that you'd wind up. This is the first time. But the fortress, according to Monsieur, the words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something surreal happens.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Nervilette. Just fast forward to the part, of course. It is only natural.
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your... Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the...
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right?
Charge accepted. Lady Farina. Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah, even though Lady Farina can be rather...
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, like...
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be... See? Even the oratories. If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the god of justice.
An argument with near impossible odds, huh?
Well, I tried to give you... And if I were...
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble the type of... But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
Neverlet sensed it too, huh?
Lady Farina. Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods. For centuries, manifestations of one need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very...
had to reference the Oratrice. But weren't you as...
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are natural.
Lady Farina, I will leave a reminder while the court is in session. You will prove yourself unable to defend against...
I never thought...
That was no trick of rhetoric.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty instead of having been created by you, the man of...
The real Hydro Archon. Well, now, it is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave, but the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally. And it has been operating independently ever since it was... You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be...
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce...
My power as an Archon. There are many...
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the...
You don't need to go that far.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons. Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with...
Isn't that?
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their...
Bro, there's literally
Seems like
Goba.
nobody's buying
Dude
Farina's
literally
excuse.
gave his powers to the earth so that the people of Liyue could live a normal life.
Now,
Shut the
everyone.
fuck up.
Please don't
Goba
stare
is a
at me
god.
as if
He's
I was
not really a
lawyer.
god, but a primordial
I'm
being.
still
Not
the
really
same
primordial being,
Farina
like
you
a
knew,
high
right?
status
The one that
being
you
that's considered a
loved.
god, or worship was a god.
Shouldn't you
But he
want
gave
to
himself,
believe in
bro,
me?
just for the
Please?
people's prosperity.
If what the prosecutor said is true,
Did she deceive all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And then all of our ancestors?
Enough! That's enough. Tell me then, if you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon.
Wow, she came up with yet another...
Oh, this. What else can prove that Farina is human? There's nothing to it. I think I'm gonna go with this.
It has been established that all Fontaine...
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck, including those of some... So, Miss Farina, if we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching the seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is spud. If you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more I do hope you'll act prudently. And
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years.
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontaine.
Lady Farina, this test has been unilateral.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to...
she's just staring at the water without saying a...
what's going on? Is she really
due to the inherent risk of the...
Hey!
I'm fine! Look at me, Will you believe me now? I really am!
Miss Siegeween, if you're present, Miss...
Siege?
Don't be nervous. It'll...
Please announce the results of your event.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of She was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater.
Thank you, Miss Siegeween. Lady Farina...
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved!
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct... However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual... We don't want anyone else...
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, it's a great thing that the...
I can't... Listen to me, everyone! Please think about it! How can you conclusively... Also, if I was really just a...
Bro, I feel fucking bad for Farina.
Please, everyone, anyone, just listen to me!
Bro, Farina.
I really am your...
What the fuck? They're bullying Farina. Shit, I should have taken that. That they're bullying.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's...
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
I don't think anything she says at this point will
I
sway.
feel bad for Farina, man.
Against her now.
I feel fucking bad for Farina. No, my Hydro Archon. You can't.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is... guilty. We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Oratrice Mécanique Cardinale. Wait. Oratrice Mécanique Cardinale Cardinal. Oratrice Mécanique Cardinique Cardinal. Oratrice Mécanique Cardinis Cardinal. Oratrice Mécanique Cardinis Cardinal.
According to the judgment
of
the
Oratrice Mécanique
d'Analyse Cardinale.
d'Analyse Cardinal.
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
No, the Oratrice also...
Isn't that correct then?
However, the exact wording to be punished via the...
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was...
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court. And it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of...
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice? We just wanted to use...
This outcome is indeed quite strange. According to is this sentence really appropriate?
Yeah! Even Vache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice.
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, but now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the High...
Invoke of the High.
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Fremine! Oh, you finally made it.
Mm-hmm. Any mission, Father.
Is that the first prophecy slate? Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to...
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a... But has the trial already concluded? Then...
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to... Traveler, believe that you have already seen the other existing slates.
Bro, my Hydro Archon, Farina. My Archon is Farina. Fuck you guys.
I believe I have
Whoever
now
is
made
against
sense of
me.
the Hydro Archon's crime.
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just... so when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the...
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently...
Okay, let's try to recall the
Doing this again.
The first stone slate describes what you just said. Does that mean that Fontainians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as well. The second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky, and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together. But the heavens still brought... This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontainians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing? The third slate shows the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea surrounded by many people. That reminds Paimon, didn't we? Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontainians have been talking about. People dissolved. We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we?
We know from the case of the serial and the first... This might be the reason...
Huh? That shit. I don't know, like the relevance related to properties on the proposal slate. Weird. I don't know. Fuck.
Perhaps what is about to take place has all the true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervila and the original sin cast down on the people of... It's not a sip. When Navia fell into the sea, the stone slates show the people... The prophecy from the stone slates found the fortress of Meropide was near... If we hadn't dealt with...
I can't be a detective,
They'll
man.
dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater. The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly... The eruption of the primordial sea at the Fortress of Meripede was the stone slate's contents can all be verified by recent events. Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now! So that's... But... Then it feels like...
Let's hear them.
Incredible. We're not real humans.
All Fontainians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontainians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also... Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial. All of...
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first slate. That could also explain why the
Hydro Archon's true sin was
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese. The twists of history.
Yeah, isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate? In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only... Did Paimon get all that right?
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't... However, while you were able to decode all the information on the... When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information record... Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another... I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people. Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontaine. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind. However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the seven, did not possess the authority to create a new form. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process. But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids. Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So you...
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just... Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. The slates respect... A key point of the visual on the third slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Ocean. They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. Instead of being the literal element, you may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate. Therefore, the meaning that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of Yes.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy, in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold.
What should we do?
Huh. No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled.
If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled soon?
Traveler, I would like to point out another small fact about the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Mer. However, I believe that rather than being assured as for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already...
Yup, it's child. Oh shit, another one of these.
Just a small warning of the...
It was both dream.
If we're talking about a true culprit that could only...
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
She... Damn. That's all I can say. Damn.
Way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
So we've met it at last. I understand that whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is, and once it has finished consuming all of the energy...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontainians out of Osea...
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontainians. Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food.
We just barely managed to push it back.
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate from the way he looked. He must have been fighting...
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale. Anyway, now that we know that this...
It is too late. It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we... Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive.
That's... We've already done we've come so far.
Indeed. That's not...
I'll fight it to the end.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy, yes,
What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the... Ultimately, fate shall serve...
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
My god, what did you do with Furina? The Hydro Archon.
No, I still need answers.
What the fuck is happening? Oh shit. I just want to know what happened. Oh my god, what's happening to my Farina? I know Nahida experienced a shit ton, but Farina though.
You.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing.
You are not Farina.
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive...
Fusolo.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. The heavenly prince...
Deceiving the
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets... She knew full well that the prophecy... And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly... So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible... I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost... I had to outwit the heavenly principles. Allow the prophecy to be fulfilled. I'm a genius, I know. I can only... Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon... But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her short... But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then all part of the plan, of course. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy, under the curse I placed on her. So long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house.
Bro,
to
they're just
embrace the
one.
role of
They're
leading
just us
lady.
one, man.
To forever. I suppose now you probably understand why you're.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology. It's been and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
What the fuck? What's up, Rina?
Oh, who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand. All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my... Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontainians are upon me. Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon. Gotcha. Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're... mirror me?
Mirror you, huh? You know what?
Mirror me.
The prophecy.
What prophecy? Wait. I know. The people will all be dissolved into the waters.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't.
Yes, it will.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist. I will tell you how to save everyone, but...
Oh, so as for the suffered, but if the prophecy will come true, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where this...
You truly are. I suppose this would also be the just... Huh? Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen,
play at...
That's right. You must begin, and if you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this.
But how will I do this?
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you remember. Your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand. So, how long?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage, but I promise you...
A trial, huh?
What the fuck? Don't do that, man. What the fuck? What the fuck you doing to yourself?
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession. What should I say to most appear like a god? Lady, I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role. In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my... Once again, thank you all for coming. If you this, I thought I might stammer, but...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the...
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is it right? Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans. Calm down, Farina. Think. Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One... Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage. Well, it seems that you would all see, right? You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. Now then, let's...
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were in...
Personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How
Deity.
wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. The scales of justice should not weigh heavy. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship.
There is no trouble in this world that just so long as I, the Archon Focalor,
Damn, that's tough.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well.
Come now, was I not just at the Opera House in person? Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking for.
If I may be so impertinent.
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial.
That's true, I fear I lack the ability.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties.
Simply acted.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your... All right.
He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of...
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the...
You're such a gentle...
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports.
I see. It's as I thought then. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy... Really?
I'm...
Is... The day is finally over. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. Maybe this is fine.
There's how many scenes are there?
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need.
Lady Farina,
Indeed, my dear.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep... I feel utterly...
Lady Farina, it's... I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Deoteria. Almost...
And what a fine family yours is indeed.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. Are you crying?
Uh-huh. Really? This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the water.
No wonder. No wonder.
So, hundreds of years must have passed by now. I never imagined, have I? I want to tell someone. I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. All I can do is keep heart.
Oh, you're killing yourself.
Farina, you don't have to although I don't know what you might be keeping.
Share, that's impossible.
But even if your burden doesn't, just share it.
A witness. Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the star, and if Tevat is in its entirety, she's right. I could confide, but if things don't play out, no, Farina. But what if, Farina, you've worked? Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? If you let this opportunity slip through you, think about it. Long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must... She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic. It seems that trusting humanity was...
I believe that I understand how your deception works. How would you build on this foundation to save the people?
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Eudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux. I'm sure you've long sensed that the oratories...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human... It now seems that that person was you.
And then I became one with the oratories, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still, in truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice. Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the oratories take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be this? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate but really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was. The vast majority had to be accumulated.
It was all a part of your plan then?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy...
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne.
Returning what's rightfully... In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon.
Oh shit.
Oh, what? Getting sad. The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
Sovereign.
And
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice...
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Hydro Dragon, Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed.
Heaven stole.
I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to... In other words, existence was Egeria's justice. And to me, defying the prophecy and ensuring that At this point, we, whether it be myself, Iudex Nervilette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too, at last. I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual... You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Bro, wait, I should have... Ah, shit, I should have pulled for Novelet. He's a fucking elemental sovereign. Sovereign. Shit, I should have pulled for him. For the gods, you pull for gods. Bro.
The hour of my execution is almost here.
Bro, I should have pulled for Novelet.
Listener, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
Fear of being forgotten or fear of... I'm not sure.
Farewell, Nervilette.
Oh,
I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, oh wait. What the fuck? Don't do this, man. Holy shit. This is my Archon. I know the power of the his original power is coming back to him. He destroyed the Gnosis. Thank you for it. That's it. For all we've done, that's it. From this moment on, please live happily as a human. And just as I wish we could. What the fuck? Yo.
I, Iudex Nervilette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Element, hydro element. Sovereign. What the fuck? What the fuck did I just witness? Damn. Damn.
What was that bright light? Some sort of mystery?
But since we're all still...
It's time to end this. We must meet out. I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, and we should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamities befallen. Come with me, traveler. The hour of
The hour of execution has come. She. That's good. That's good shit, man. Good shit. Oh my god, how do you defeat this? Then I should have pulled for Novelat. Novelat. Fuck, it's a godwin. It's a sovereign.
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
I've already done my best to separate power from my weakness.
Wait, this a little bit unfair.
I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share the part of the ancient dragon. I shall look for an opening together.
Bro should have given me time to fucking change my party, man.
Sorrow turning into hostility.
Hey! Right now, emerge. Ha!
Can I not change party? Bullshit, man.
Here comes the catch. Bust it quietly now.
Right now.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
It's gonna eat us now.
Thingy over there. Really scary.
I'm always watching. Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
The Temple of Wisdom. Hey!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Shall begin. Gotcha. Just wait for a little bit.
Emerge.
Committed to memory.
Here comes the catch.
What is that? Who the fuck are you? I know you're like...
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought.
That power.
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master.
Skirk.
Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world, so you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is that all in all...
Miss
The point...
Well, being that this... So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
I am unfamiliar.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous.
The foul?
The
Still
foul?
nothing?
The visionary?
Well, how about the visionary? Vetterfulnir then?
Velopnir the
Gold Rhine-daughter?
Rhine-daughter.
Oh, that one we've heard. Rhine-daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person?
Yo, what's up, RectroX? Welcome to the stream.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult
What's
for
up?
the
Welcome to the
planet's deep seas to
stream.
digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into... In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should...
What?
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
Focalor has already
In
seen
the end,
the
the
heavenly
people will all be
principle.
dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Is that Navia? The... Is that no? Is that Duke's? Is that Duke's Duke's ship? Yeah, it's Duke's ship.
All hands initiate emergency rescue.
Shit, that's cool as fuck. Damn. Oh, I was thinking there's no woman or children. What the heck happened? Never mind, there is now. And what is... I forgot his name. Basta him. That's Lynette. It's Lani. I mean, they can breathe other water, so it's fine.
Look, the water's receding.
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
The prophecy was not wrong. You guys were forgiven. Or fix.
The prophecy was wrong.
Man, bro, Marina, have been through a lot. What the fuck? Man,
The soil renewed. The Svina Divasula tax post-disaster. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Skyship Winglet, boon or bane of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second.
dang it. Why dang it?
Person achieve a miracle, they would
Why dang it? I gotta sleep. You gotta sleep?
barely recognize the people in the reports.
Well, thank you for joining the stream.
They sound like real big.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, bye-bye. Sleep well, man. Sleep well. Sleep well. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Sleep well.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With a disaster, just have the value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable fall. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship.
Paimon's curious too!
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of—
are you sure?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on!
Nah, sounds like a scum to me, not gonna lie. Damn. Not gonna lie, that was pretty sad story. Corina have suffered so much. Damn.
Oh, it's you.
Hey,
I'm here to update myself on how— let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garun Snezhevich. Our residents are hard at work as well.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not shared.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as—
That would be fine.
Oh, you're back too.
Chlorine.
We finished laying down the construction materials.
Chlorine.
It'll be another hour
Chlorine.
before the—
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The
Poisson.
Spina has—
Wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel.
Forget it.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a— Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Chlorine.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone—
Why is everyone closing their eyes?
Was it a good shot?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to— Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? Wow, you—
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that in—
Whoa, you're well informed.
That's a—
In truth, Monsieur Neville— I told him that it was best
Monsieur
not to speak too
Neville.
soon.
You're right. I've got to treasure every— Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting.
Take it easy.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgia.
Looks like you've been missing it.
Duke! Did you come?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and,
It's an honor to finally meet them.
No need to thank me. But that said...
Of course, of...
Alright then, this way.
Damn, I want to pull for Novelat.
Hey, no need, Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be...
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to...
Sir, please don't say that.
But it looks like dear Mr.
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed the boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Still, if I might...
Looks like Charlotte's trying...
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case...
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Couple of
really have to use
researchers.
the word couple? Well, then, two solo...
Is my hair messed up? Please.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's
Did you
here.
win?
Would
Did
any
you
of
win?
you like to try the...
see...
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Sure. Come on, Miss...
sure. Do I have to smile?
Of course you do.
How have things been?
Same old, as you can see.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention,
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward...
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun.
I'll just leave the spotlight. I see. Lots of things happened that day.
He sure did win the...
I'll tell them that there's good news and...
Oh,
What change can there be? As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the open.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it...
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. All right. Last stop, the docks.
Oh, I'ma just jump, man. What the fuck? I'll just jump much faster.
Take it easy.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after...
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you
Trick a friend. I wonder which of my friends would fall...
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you...
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact,
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to...
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins...
Lynette, could you come...
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone. Father says that you did a great deal during the latest.
That's alright.
Oh, I get. After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
I mean,
A diplomatic gift?
it's not working.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child. Furthermore, Father did also lend.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that.
So there's some.
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
Isn't he real busy?
I mean, the gnosis.
Given to the knave, right?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Knave.
Father!
Well, well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my...
Are you going to take the gnosis?
That is our duty as harbingers. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. Switching my masks is something I... Well, that depends on many things. No, as for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration.
Suspicious.
Cannot be
I wonder
achieved
who has
alone,
a style
and you've
similar
proved
to that.
yourselves to be great partners.
I mean,
A
the
vision.
leggings. It's called vision.
All right. I'll...
And that's a wrap for me. Huh?
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like. The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled...
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, traveler, Paimon.
To move things about?
That's right. I guess this must be life. All right then.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see the Neuvillette doing?
Yeah, let's go to Neuvillette. Neuvillette. Monsieur Neuvillette. Alright, not here. Wait, where's Neuvillette at?
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there! So, you really are here, Neuvillette! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Lee. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering...
Aw, Paimon's glad that you were... Alright, let's have it then.
It is strange how word...
Whoa. So that's what happened? Fossilor destroyed the... But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did.
For me, The authority of the Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's youth, but so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would not—
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come— Yeah! And in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids and—
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the All-Devourer. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider. As for the judgment passed by the— whether it was due to that liability by association—
Guess Fossilor had Fontainians in mind. Hang on a second. Paimon, back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had—
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how—
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans and—
Paimon sorta gets it.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina—
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me. Before I related Fossilor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor She simply said that she was tired and needed to— Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the opera house, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
but—
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will— But now that she no longer has to play the role of Fossilor the Hydro Archon, she can—
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as—
After Fossilor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases—
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective—
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both— As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Iudex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon. Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all—
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority—
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right!
Leaving aside their intentionality, their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least the Oratrice, has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now.
What complicated consideration?
Ask away. I
Bro,
will tell
still
you the
not
truth as I know
answered
it.
whether the Gnosis has still powers. Because powers is... Because the Gnosis... Powers, like... The power have been returned to him. The Dragon Sovereign, Hydro Dragon Sovereign, and the Gnosis lost its purpose. Lost its purpose, or they're like... Its use. The power is gone. So you're telling me there's another... stuff?
You will soon be
I'm
heading
confused.
to Natla. I'm afraid that I have little
They're
talent
they're
as a
missing
travel
out too
guide.
much detail here.
As far as I'm aware,
A nation of dragons?
no, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my the Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The captain. Sounds like a real tough...
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natla. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. You will soon be heading to Natlan. I'm afraid that I have little talent as far as I'm aware.
A nation of dragons?
No, unlike Natlan there is one other, the harbinger known as the I suggest that you fully ask away. I will tell you the
That's
truth
all
as I know
over
it.
that. Thank you very much.
Hang on. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that we guessed that there might be some...
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's. So regarding this specific issue, I was... In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Too much loading screen? Question mark. Heyo.
Well, we're going to head topside to...
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I can finally catch the scent of your power. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what you...
Of course. You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Huh?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
According to your parlance,
It's
I
called...
believe it may be
shit.
called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess
so it still has power.
Common sense.
So is this...
Why there are so many
It's
problems in our
used
attempts
some
to
sort of a
communicate with
casing or as a device that contains the hard Archon's power to just to more boost its powers. Understandable. I understand now.
Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune. To prevent any disaster, to live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once...
What do you mean?
No need to fret. These are just my...
This third descender you refer to.
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just was... If you're interested, though, I could ask him.
Next time. You believe...
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
He can be a messenger then. Wait. Why he? Ain't he like part of ain't she? Kasi she was part of the witch association shit with Klee's mother. Because she was a creator for...
useful or not. I wanted to
what's the guy name with I forgot. Albedo.
So that's what the gnosis actually are.
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding.
And she said that it would bring misfortune.
If she speaks the truth, then I would...
So it's still some use since it's a body of a descender.
I guess that you might already be familiar with his concept. That means that the gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third... I wonder, does your body...
Like being able to use elemental powers with... No, let's not think of comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all. That's what you say, but then... Let's talk...
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true
I
of
see
the
it now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were...
Oh shit! Damn, let's just open up to a new theories, man.
She sacrificed herself in the end as a god.
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
So basically, it's like humans
Once in a
or
while, I too would guess that if
the rulers
were
of
like
the
the
sky,
clouds
slash
in
ruler of the sky, I mean
one day return to
Celestia,
the earth as raindrops.
wanna use the power of spirits or like people like dragons like Novelat, Venti, and other beings like Kirin and dragons. Yeah, Kirin and dragons for like I don't know. So they wanted to use it for themselves. So they used vision. I mean, gnosis is to enhance it. Rulers. Let's just
Life
open up more.
flows like water. And what
See?
ultimately?
Hey, we're complete with Chapter 4, Act 5. The Archon quest for this fucking game. So, Novelat, you're gonna stay there for a while though. So, I'll be trying to pull for... Yeah, not Yae. Rather... A, because A, C2 would be nice, right? Don't mind me if I said Paimon Meow, Paimon. Wish up, refresh. How to import, PowerShell. Let's see how much PT I have. I can pull for 2 today. And let's go to to her. I'm pretty sure I have her. See? Let's use Bennett because why not? So PT I have is 59 currently, and for standard it's 71. So I think I can get a 5-star before her banner ends. But I don't know if I'm guaranteed. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get her or not. No, this is the 60. This is 60th. This is the 61st. Am I getting Val? No. No Raiden A. No C2. Anyway, that's gonna... And we have this for the 72 standard. 72 standard. 72, 72. Nope. Bad luck. Can I get Can I get another pull? Because I'm actually kind of desperate. Oh, I have her. I mean him. My bad. Please do not be offended by that. I mean, I can. I have another full. Let's see. This 60. That 70. 73rd. So 73rd. 73rd. Oh, okay. Whew. That gave me a bump, man. And we have Sacrificial Fragment. Already have that though. Thank you though. No worries. I still appreciate things. And can I get another though? Oh shit, I don't have Beatles, man. How about you? I don't have those as well. Shit. Oh, I can level her up, but I don't have this. I need Lotus for her. Oh, fuck it. I'll just upgrade her anyway. Don't really care who I upgrade. Man, I don't have that. I can upgrade her. Please, I have enough materials. Please, let me have enough materials. You don't. Or I don't. I'm pretty sure for Razor I have, right? There's no way I wouldn't have. Fuck me, man. For real? Nah, there's no way. No, I need to go to map. What do you call this? Go here. So if I wanna use, I'm gonna use go to this Archon. Yes, Farina is an Archon. For me. Yes, like a part of her is, but she abandoned preferred to game. But still, she's still an Archon. Damn, just bringing back memories, man. This is bring back memories. What the hell? This used to be a very simple game. Now it's a simple game but big. Still simple, but it's just huge. Huge. Genshin Impact. Cool. I just need where to locate them because I need them. Let's go to the behind. There's like, oh fucking no, a lot. There should be four collected. There should be one here. Weird. Weird. I'm missing one. Oh. I'm missing one. That's fine. For sure it's not enough. Where's Razor at? Alright, it's not enough. I need 4 more.
Everyone hold hands!
That should do. I guess. Where is he? Don't really care about that. I don't know where is this. Did I do rituals?
Benny's adventure.
I don't know, man. No, I'm gonna do some rituals, because why not? Let's go to one of my favorite spots in Genshin. I haven't been here for a very long time. It's very nostalgic. Damn, that's the kingdom of Fontaine. It's above sea level, so you can see it clearly. Oh, that's the chamber. Right? Ningguang's. And beyond that, you can see that's Dragon Spine. This is Sumeru, that's Fontaine. Oh. For some reason, I see thunder right there. Is this the right? Maybe his Inazuma is just way too far. Kaya di ko makita. Pero that's Fontaine, that's Sumeru. There's Liyue. We're talking about Mondstadt. That's Mondstadt. That's the cliff. Wala masyadong mataas sa Mondstadt eh. That's Sumeru. Fontaine. That's the desert. That's the tree. Damn. No, I don't know how much PT or what PT this is now. Because I forgot. But I'm pretty sure it would be a lot. 72? 73? I don't know, just wish me luck. Wish me luck. And of course, no. So that was 73 pulls and still no. That's kind of shit. What do I need to do to get pulls, man? Wait another month. Or is there another character that I can actually use? Nah, I can't. How about Chongyun? I don't have Art Frost? Seriously? I don't have the flower for that. I can level her up. I can level up Uriel. And just in case, I'm gonna see who I can level up. Oh shit, wrong click. No. How about Candace? Nope, I don't have the fruit. How about Toma? I'm pretty sure I can do Toma. Right, Toma? Yeah, I can do Toma. That's 75. That's just a 75 pull. No, I can't for this one. But I do have one. Hey, let's fucking go. So that's 76. So, a lucky spot here. Now let's face, let's face Sumeru. No sit here? What the fuck? Alright, that's perfect. And I shall pull for... Actually, I don't know who I want. Just give me a 5-star. Guess who's not getting any 5 stars? Me. Oh, that's 75, I think. Or 74. And this is a 75 or 76. And still no 5-star. Finally. Who it is? Favonia. I mean, who can I use that? Who's Aqua Favonia good for? Aquila Favonia. It's Aquila Favonia. It's a physical damage. So shit. So it's shit. Is that what you mean? Since it's a physical damage, it's shit. Man. Well, anyway, guys, so... Wait, I can actually still pull. Hehehehe. I'm full hungry. I know. So I have like 60... I know, 60... 61 for this. This is 62. Probably I won't get anything. That's kind of even kasi. This is 63. Well, yeah. Bye-bye. That's it. I'm ending stream. Bye-bye.
I pulled a Chi-Chi. I pulled a Chi-Chi. I'm not feeling